Hey everyone, it's Grayson the Goosebumps Kid here. Welcome finally to the Q&A video I've been promising you all for a long time. I just want to thank everyone who commented and just supported me throughout, all my couple years on YouTube. It's been a great pleasure, sticking with you guys. But without further ado, let's get into the Q&A video. So, I guess I'll go ahead and get a few of these comments out of the way that don't have questions. Super Mario Jaden just congratulated me for 100 subscribers. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. You're a good guy. Then Cell Block Psycho. He also told me congratulations. I really appreciate that, my man. Hope you have a good one, and just thank you for the support on my channel. And the Phantom said that he was my 100th sub, which, thank you, man, for helping me reach 100. You were the sub I needed to make this Q&A video, so without him, this wouldn't be happening. So everybody thank him. He's a big part of it now, since he's my 100th sub. And, of course, we got our first comment, which, you see that often. But, anyway, okay, now we're getting into the questions. First one comes from 27 with neck tats. He says, "Congrats, Grayson. My answer to the question is the Headless Ghost would be cool on the new show." Yes, man, I totally agree with that. Headless Ghost was a good one. It was very neat for what it was. Just the whole plot and everything, especially the twist. Really enjoyed it. So, like the response to my question. His first question is, where am I from? I'm from South Carolina. Been here all my life. Second question is, favorite sports team. I don't like sports. I don't watch sports. So, I apologize, man. If I did have to pick a sport team, though, probably Gamecocks. Because I like them. Either them or Carolina Panthers. So, it'd have to be one of those two. But I don't watch sports that much, man. So, I'm sorry. And his last question is, favorite original Goosebumps 1 through 62 novella. Thanks, brother. Thank you too, my man. You've been a good supporter for my channel. If I had to pick a favorite original Goosebumps 1 through 62 novella, probably Night of the Living Dummy 3. I really enjoyed that book. Besides The Haunted Mask, those are like my top two. It's kind of a tie with me between those two, but Night of the Living Dummy 3 and The Haunted Mask is tied, so I'm gonna have to go with those two. I can't pick one; they're just too good. Well, thank you for your questions, man. Really appreciate it. Okay, next question comes from Zoe, and she said, "Hey, just came by your channel and congrats. Here's my answer. I would like to see the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb episode. It's one of my personal favorites." I totally agree. Curse of the Mummy's Tomb was really good. Not as good as Return of the Mummy, in my opinion. I like Return of the Mummy better. But Curse of the Mummy's Tomb was still a really good book. So, kind of want to see that adapted. I believe only Return of the Mummy was adapted. So, yeah, I want to see that. Her questions was, what's your favorite Goosebumps protagonist? Either Carly Beth or the kid from Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Those two, I forgot his name, but Carly Beth and the kid from Fever Swamp, those are my top two favorite protagonists all time, definitely. How did you get into Goosebumps? I got into Goosebumps because I watched a lot of YouTube videos with Michael. Michael was definitely a huge inspiration for me. I want to thank him. And Goosebumps Aussie Fan was also an inspiration, as well as Zach Baby TV. Fortunately, Zach Baby TV doesn't really do Goosebumps anymore. He just does creepypasta readings and all that. So, yeah, kind of got inspirations from them. But other than that, I just love to read Goosebumps in general. I like to read, so that was my inspiration. And what is your favorite Goosebumps, or what are your favorite Goosebumps books? Right now, I'd have to say The Haunted Car, Night of the Living Dummy 3, The Haunted Mask, and Give Yourself Goosebumps, Secret Agent Grandma. Those are my favorites right now. Thank you for all your questions, Zoe. Okay, next question comes from Greg the Ghoul, and he says, "Congrats, Grayson." His answer is The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, which somebody else said, and I totally agree with. His first question is, what is your favorite Series 2000 book? Well, for right now, I don't want to say of all time because I haven't read all the Series 2000. For right now, I'd have to say either The Haunted Car or I Am Your Evil Twin. Those are like my top two favorite Series 2000 books at the moment. They're just so good. Like, you guys would get a blast out of that. What Goosebumps book took you the longest to read? Honestly, man, either Chicken or How I Learned to Fly. How I Learned to Fly was actually kind of pretty good. It was definitely worth me taking a while to read it. Chicken, on the other hand, it was god-awful. I hate that stupid book. It's just, I hate it. But yeah, those two probably took me the longest to read. And his last question is, what is your favorite cover art from the OG 62 series? Either, what's the name of it? The Curse of Camp Cold Lake. Either that or, man, my back. Either that or Monster Blood 4. Those top two are like my favorite. But actually, no, I'd go with The Curse of Camp Cold Lake. That book is creepy. The cover art is creepy. You'd get such a scary time, reading through that book. It's very, very scary. But yeah, The Curse of Camp Cold Lake is definitely my favorite Goosebumps cover. Okay. Next few questions comes from Runnin' with Scissors. Like the username, man. Definitely inspirational, if that's how you want to say it. He says, I think an adaptation of One Day at Horrorland would be cool. Yes, we've seen that with the original Goosebumps show, but they did leave out some things I wish they didn't leave out, like the best friend in that book. I don't know why they took him out of it, but he was definitely a great character. I don't know why they took him out. I really hope they bring him back, and I hope they adapt this. So, yeah, that is a very good choice, man. I really agree with that. Okay. His first question is, what was your most expensive Goosebumps book? Right now, it's I Live in Your Basement. That one cost me around $50, and that was for my birthday. Monster Blood 4 is definitely the second most expensive because I paid $40 for that. It was expensive birthday that day. I don't know why these books are selling for so much. I understand they're rare, but I see Monster Blood 4 nowadays going for $100 on eBay. Like, who does that? And one of the Goosebumps TV books right now is going for $500 or something. Just, nobody's going to go out of their way to spend $500 on a book. I'm telling you, right now, if you don't want to spend $500 on a book, don't do it. These things, you're literally paying for pieces of paper. These are not worth $500. I'd say if you can find them for $40 or under, buy it, but don't go over $50. Only reason I went over $50 was because it was my birthday. Just don't buy any books that are over $40. I'm telling you, just don't do it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth the money. People like to, scam. They like to scalp. Just don't do it. What are your thoughts on the new series of Goosebumps? Honestly, I don't have an opinion right now. I haven't read the newest ones because they haven't really appealed to me as much as the OG 62 and the Series 2000. They just don't make those books appealing like they did back then. I wasn't born in the 90s or early 2000s, of course. I was born in 2006, but I can say I do like the original covers better than the reprints and new books. Just something off about them. I don't even think Tim Jacobus does the artwork anymore. They get somebody else. Just who replaces Tim Jacobus? You know, he was such a good guy. And his last question was, what is your favorite hobby besides Goosebumps and or reading? Either playing video games or going outside for a walk. Those are my top 2 favorite things to do. And watch movies as well, along with TV shows. I don't read, daily, but I do like doing other stuff. Just reading Goosebumps is a good passion. I enjoy it. But yeah, I do watch TV shows and go outside sometimes. So, Scissors, thank you for your questions, man. Okay, next up we have Maiku. My buddy Maiku, thanks a lot for supporting me, man. You've done a great job. Thank you so much. He says, congrats on 100 subs. My Goosebumps novel that I want to see adapted is Haunted School. That one I can totally agree with. Haunted School is a very, very good book. I honestly didn't think the last few books in the series were going to be any good, but I was proven wrong. Haunted School was very, very awesome. You guys should check it out. Okay, his questions were, who should play Slappy in the new Goosebumps TV show? Slappy, I believe if I had to pick one, I'd definitely go with, what's that guy's name? Mark Hamill. Yeah. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to do something real quick. But, yeah, Mark Hall Patton, or not Mark Hall Patton. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to edit if you see something going on. I'm in the middle of recording a video and a friend decides to text me, so. All right. Anyways, back to it. I apologize. Mark Hamill should definitely play Slappy because he did such a good job with Chucky. I don't like the reboot all that much for Chucky, but Mark Hamill still did a good job voicing him. And he also voiced Joker, I think. I think he voiced Joker. Yeah. But yeah, he's a very good voice actor. You guys should definitely check him out. He definitely should voice Slappy. Okay, have you read Fear Street, and which book are you excited to read? No, I have not read Fear Street. And I'm excited to read triple header books. Waiting on book 1 to come in the mail. I've got book 2. Right now I'm waiting on book 1. I don't want to read book 2 first because I feel like that kind of ruined the mood. But yeah, I kind of want to read the triple headers next after. Probably going to do one more Give Yourself Goosebumps book, and then I'm going to move on to the triple headers, and then I'll come back to what I was doing. So, next question, or his last question. Have you read any Goosebumps knockoffs like Bone Chillers or Shivers? No, I have not. I want to get around to reading those. In my update video, I posted about how I wanted to read about those. So, yeah, they were very interesting. They were a very interesting read. Or they seem like an interesting read. So, yeah. Anyways, Maiku, thank you so much for your support, man, and thank you for all your questions. Okay, next question comes from Elizabeth Sagewood. She read the Horror Camp Jelly Jam, and she'd love to see an adaptation for it. That I can definitely agree with. It was a very good read. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, I'd really love to see it adapted. I don't know why they didn't do it for the previous show. And her only question is, what vintage series other than Goosebumps do you enjoy? Honestly, I'd say, that's a tough one. Oh, yeah, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Diary of a Wimpy Kid is just such a fantastic series. I've only read like the first 5, but most of them have been pretty good. So, yeah, vintage series, I'd definitely have to say Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That was just such a good read. It's not horror, but I still love Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this video here. I'm making this a 2-parter. I forgot to announce that at the beginning. But this is going to be like a 2-parter episode type of thing. So that is all the questions I will be answering today. Tomorrow I'll get part 2 up for you guys. And, yeah, I'll film the same thing, but I'm just going to upload part 1 today so I don't take up, like a hour-long video or 30-minute video. So this is part 1. I'm uploading part 2 tomorrow. Anyways, thank you all, right now for the questions. I will get to the rest of you guys in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and film it. And, I'll get it uploaded tomorrow. But for right now, this is part 1. So, God bless you guys. And, I'll see you back tomorrow with part 2 of the Q&A. So, God bless you and have a good day. Bye, everyone.